we are so damn close. And just before we start this video, just gotta get a little bit of for the boys action. Yeah, you guys rock. What is up, everyone? It is DJ Rick Webb. We're back at it again with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about the top powered speakers out there. Okay, now when I say top powered speakers out there, I'm talking about the most popular ones out there, as well as my personal favorites that are out there. We are not going to be covering beginner powered DJ speakers in this video. If you want to know more about beginner powered DJ speakers, click the link right there. I made a whole video on my top 5 choices for the best beginner powered DJ speakers out there by personal choice. What I want to cover in this video is two other categories, and I like to call them the intermediate level and the pro level powered DJ speakers. Your intermediate level is going to be 2 speakers that can comfortably cover 200 people at a venue, no problem. Your pro level with 2 speakers will be able to cover probably about 300 people comfortably. That said, let's jump into the intermediate level of powered DJ speakers. So your intermediate level powered speakers, all of these average about 1,000 watts of power, and like I said earlier, they can, with 2 of these speakers from either of these series, you could probably cover about 200 people comfortably at like a wedding. Just a side note, because I broke this up into intermediate and pro level, do not think that the intermediate level speakers I'm about to talk about are not actual pro level speakers that you could use. These are by far all pro grade audio speakers that I'm going to be talking about. So the first series / line we're going to talk about is the EVEKX line. All of the EVEKX line have 1500 watt peak amplifiers in them. They are a wood-based cabinet with a great Dura coating on them that keeps them protected. They have very strong grills on the front of them. They have advanced DSP features on the back of all their speakers. The Power EVEKX line offers a 12-inch top, a 15-inch top, a 15-inch sub, and an 18-inch sub. So a lot of great options. The next series we're going to talk about is the JBL SRX Series, and currently that would be the SRX 800 series. The JBL SRX Series offers 1500 watt peak amplifiers, same as the EVEKX line. They have now integrated iPad DSP control in the 800 series, which was not available in the 700 series. They are also wooden cabinets with an excellent Duracoat finish with a steel grill in the front of them. Very durable. The JBL SRX 800 line offers a 12-inch top, a 15-inch top, a dual 15-inch and a horn top, a 15-inch driver, a mid and a high driver top, and then they also have a 15-inch sub and an 18-inch sub. So the SRX range has a couple more speaker options with the 3-way cabinets than the EVEKX line. The next line we're going to talk about is the QCKW Series. Now the QCKW Series offers 1000 watt RMS amplifiers. This is where we're going to get into a little bit of a discussion in the next series about RMS versus peak value amplifiers. So just keep in mind that this is a 1000 watt RMS and the previous 2 lines were 1500 watt peak. QCKW Series is also wooden cabinets with steel grills on the front, very durable speakers. The QCKW Series does have some DSP features, but not nearly as many as you will find in the SRX 800 series and the EVEKX series. The QCKW series offers a 12-inch top, a 15-inch top, a 3-way with a 15-inch driver, a 6.5-inch mid, and a horn, and then they also have an 18-inch sub. So the QCKW series has about every one of the options that the SRX series does, except for the 15-inch subwoofer and the dual 15 and a horn. The next series, or well, the next combined really 2 series we're going to talk about is the QCK series and the K.2 series. These are the last 2 we're going to be adding to the intermediate level. The original K series had 1000 watt of continuous RMS power amplifiers in them. The new K.2 series has 2000 watt peak amplifiers. So this is where we're going to get into a little discussion on RMS / continuous versus peak output rating on amplifiers. So continuous / RMS amplifier power is consistent power. It's the power that an amplifier can deliver at consistently. The peak is the maximum that it'll hit at certain points at the night. That peak value can be for just a few milliseconds, or it can be for like a little bit of a second. Peak value is something you want to stay away from when you're trying to compare speakers, because manufacturers can make that peak value look as high as they really physically want it to be. It's not a good indication though of the actual power handling ability of that amplifier in that speaker. To back up that claim, I just want to talk about the K series versus the K.2 series. So the original K series had 1000 watt continuous RMS amplifiers in them, but they were rated at a peak value of 2000 watts. Now when QSA released the K.2 series, they were raving about these new 2000 watt peak amplifiers they were putting in these K series amps. And they were claiming that they were twice as powerful as the original K series. But the original K series also had 2000 watt peak amplifiers, and the new one has 2000 watt peak amplifiers. So is it really twice as loud? I disagree with their marketing strategy when they said this. I have heard from people though that have the new series. They do say they're a little bit louder than the originals, but mostly in the high and mid range, so it might just be a driver that is, or the way they divided up the power from the amplifier. So that is why I'm putting them in the same intermediate level. So that's just a little side note for you guys. When you're buying speakers and you're looking at powered speakers and you're looking at the amplifiers, make sure you look at RMS/continuous power. Don't try to stay away from looking at peak powers, because it's not a good thing to look at. It's not a good representation. Back to the QSC K and K.2 series. Both of these are plastic speaker enclosures, plastic speakers with they have steel grills on the front of them though, which does make them a little bit lighter but a little bit less durable compared to a wooden speaker. As far as DSP features goes, the original K series just had a switch similar to what's on the KW series, just with voice mode and deep mode and normal mode. The K.2 series has a little bit more advanced DSP features similar to what you'll find in the EVEKX line. Now as far as speakers go, both of the K and the K.2 series offer an 8-inch top, a 10-inch top, and a 12-inch top. Now both the K and the K.2 series offer a 12-inch subwoofer, but K.2 series has not released their dual 12 subwoofer yet. It's supposed to have some new technology and have a little bit bigger amplifier in it. So that sub has not been released yet, so I can't really speak too much on it. And that is all the speakers I have chose for the intermediate level. Now let's move on into the pro level. So the pro level line here, these two series I'm about to talk about, these are the cream of the crop when it comes to powered DJ speakers out there in popularity and in my personal opinion. Two of these speakers from either of these lines could probably easily cover 300 people at a wedding, no problem. But when you're getting up to this level, you probably want to definitely have subwoofers, just because of the amount of output you have. First series we're going to talk about is the EVEKX line. Very similar to the EVEKX line in all the DSP features and the build. It's still a wooden cabinet, steel grill on the front of it, except the only difference here is we have a bigger amplifier. We have a 2000 watt peak rated amplifier in this speaker. And as far as models go in the EVEKX line, we have a 10-inch top, a 12-inch top, a 15-inch top, a 15-inch three-way top, and then we also have an 18-inch sub and a 15-inch sub. The next series, you probably guessed it, is the JBL SRX Series. Now the SRX Series is very similar to the 800 series of the PRX. As far as DSP, it's very similar as well. The only difference you see in the SRX is they are a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier. They use thicker wood in the SRX series, and they have a lot more rugged handles on the outside of the cabinets. Also, the amplifiers are bigger as well. They move up from 1500 peak watt amps to 2000 watt peak rated amps, and the JBL SRX series does list their continuous power rating at 1500 watts continuous RMS power on the JBL SRX line. Now the JBL SRX line offers a 12-inch top, a 15-inch top, a 15-inch three-way top, an 18-inch sub, and a dual 18-inch sub. So as far as subwoofers go, the SRX line is the only one that offers the dual 18-inch subwoofer. And the dual 18-inch still has the same 2000 watt, 1500 watt peak amplifier, just powering two 18s instead of one. Now in the last few videos I have mentioned that I have ordered / bought new speakers, and this was a good video to talk about. I did buy two JBL SRX 815Ps, so the 15-inch tops. I bought two of them. They're sitting at our headquarters, DJ Associates headquarters, as I speak right now. So the video of me unboxing that is going to be coming soon. But I just wanted to express in this video why I chose them. One, I wanted pro level audio speakers, and I was looking at EVEKX and JBL, and both of them were very good to me. And the whole reason why I chose the JBLs is not because I got a better deal because we're JBL dealers, which I actually did get a better deal, but it's because JBL lists their continuous power rating. EVEKX didn't list their continuous power rating, and I don't like companies that are trying to sell individuals on their peak rated amplifiers. I think it's a shame that we've got to the point of marketing this way in the DJ world and that people were actually falling for it. You should never consider the peak rated value on the amplifier as the actual power rating of the amplifier. So if I'm going to offer any pro tips in this video, this is the biggest pro tip right here. DJs, when you are buying powered speakers, do not pay attention or try not to get caught up in looking at peak amplifier values. Try to look for continuous RMS power ratings. Lastly, I did leave out a bunch of other brands that you guys are probably going to spam me in the comments about, such as Turbo Sound, RCF, FBT, a bunch of these foreign brands. And that's because I just don't see them being very popular over here in America. And also, I've never actually heard these before. I also left out Bose, but I've never really heard them, and I don't personally think I can recommend something I haven't heard before. That said, I would like to give an honorable mention to the RCF EVOX series. The RCF EVOX series is a different style of speaker. It's not your traditional style speaker. They have 8, 10, and 12-inch subwoofers that are sitting on the base with poles that come up and basically an array of tweeters on the front of them. Similar to the Bose L1 system if you guys have ever seen them before, but it's a whole different animal, and I've been hearing rave reviews on these systems, how amazing they sound and how evenly sound travels, and they're becoming very popular for a 100 to 200 person wedding. So I got to give an honorable mention to them. They're getting very popular in America, and I just got to give an honorable mention to them. I believe each array is 1400 watts of peak power, which is a good amount of amplifier power. I would put them in the intermediate category as an honorable mention. And that pretty much does it for this video on the top powered DJ speakers that I think are out there. I'm going to list all the series / lines of powered speakers in the description below, links to the websites that have the list of all the speakers that each manufacturer offers. And then if you want to find those speakers, just Google them on Amazon. Most of these are available on Amazon to purchase, or you could contact one of the reps through their website. Like I said, I did leave out a lot of brands because they're not as popular here in America, or because I just haven't heard them before. So if I did miss any series of speakers that you think deserve to be either the intermediate or pro level that I talked about, leave them down in the description below. Also, if you're from another country and they're popular in your country, list the country that you're in. That way people that watch my videos from the UK, Canada, and all the other countries can see what powered speaker brands you guys are recommending and seeing as being popular in your country. That said, guys, if you like this video, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up on this video. So we didn't quite hit 5,000 by the end of this video, but we probably already hit it by the time you're seeing this video. So if you're not already part of this big, amazing community we have on this channel, hit that subscribe button. Join into the community, that way you can see all the new uploads, all the new videos, leave feedback in the comments section below. I just like having a nice bit of community on this channel. It's very helpful. That said, guys, my name is DJ Rick Webb. Keep them records spinning, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. Or I forgot to do peace. Dad! No! Dad! Peace out.